Hey, what's up guys, Steven here. Welcome back to another video, and today we're talking about YouTube/studio equipment. Well, so many guys of you have asked me what kind of microphone I'm using, what kind of software I'm using, which kind of headphones. Well, today I'll show you all of that. Now, you can make the most beautiful YouTube video ever, but if your audio and music sucks, it won't perform any good. So usually the audio in the video is much more important than the video itself. And yeah, since a few months I'm using the AKG Lyra as my main microphone, so all the voiceover parts you can see in the last videos, they have all been recorded with the AKG Lyra. I also really like it because it's small and compact and I can take it for my travels. Then I'm using a pair of AKG headphones. They sound really good and they are perfect to listen to your voiceover and just hear if it's any good, if you have to edit something. And when I'm at home in front of my computer editing some voiceover, I'm using the JBL 104 monitor speakers to listen to the audio. So I will now just quickly present you the products, tell you some of the pros and cons. Now the whole video will be recorded with the AKG Lyra, so listen to the audio quality and tell me your opinion down below in the comments. The AKG Lyra is marketed as an Ultra HD multi-mode USB microphone. In simple words, it's a great sounding USB mic and it works right out of the box. Plug it into your computer, load up your audio software and away you go. This mic is designed for users who want premium audio quality without needing to have additional gear or any in-depth knowledge of audio. It also works extremely well for traveling. The AKG Lyra could easily become a part of your travel kit, along with your laptop and a pair of headphones. The design is some kind of modern design with some vintage appeal. It comes mounted on its own stand, which can easily be taken off if you would prefer to mount it on a boom arm instead. On the base of the mic itself, you will find the Type-C USB port and a 3.5mm headphone jack to plug in your headphones. This lets you hear what is being recorded as it's being recorded. On the front, there's a volume dial for your headphones. I'm using the AKG K371, which are perfect for this microphone. Adjusting the gain won't affect your recording in any way. There's also a mute button to quickly mute your microphone if you're in calls or online streams. Right above the mute button, there are 4 lights for the 4 different recording settings. The recording settings are controlled from the microphone pattern dial on the back of the mic, so you can choose between front only, front and back for interviews, tight stereo and wide stereo. Also on the back there's a gain dial. This is your input recording volume and will directly affect the audio being recorded. So it's very simple to use. Plug it in, fire up your software and start using it. I'm personally using it in all my videos and also in my new online course, which we're starting right now. Also for calls I mostly use it. The AKG Lyra records in 24-bit 192 kHz audio that sounds pretty good also without any perfect acoustic room. But sometimes I catch some pop sounds, so it would still be good to use a pop filter for it. But also with the right technique, it does really well. Now it's normal to see a reference audio headset retail for hundreds of dollars, but AKG is bringing high fidelity audio for a very good price with the AKG K371. The headphones are very comfortable, reproduce accurate audio and have ear cups that rotate up, and all that for below $150. That's a really great deal. This is one of AKG's middle tier professional headsets, but for the price it offers an amazing value and it's very sturdy. I took it on many travels, I dropped them a few times and they are still like out of the box. The ear cups feature soft memory foam ear pads, which are comfortable for medium-sized ears, but could feel a bit weird if you have really big ears. Anyhow, you cannot change them. Both ear cups feature plastic, but really great finish, and on one side there's a mini XLR input. There were many cables included and I'm mostly using the mini XLR to 3.5mm adapter to plug it into my camera or direct into the microphone. AKG's reference sound signature is extremely accurate through the 200Hz to 1.5 kHz range. This is a generally great frequency response for a pair of 50mm dynamic drivers and will reproduce most music and voice with great accuracy. Now with those headphones, AKG proves that you don't need to spend hundreds or even thousands of dollars to get high quality reference audio. Now sure, there are some even more high-end headphones, but again, that requires a higher budget and potentially more hardware like an amplifier. Usually I'm not a big fan of speakers on a PC, but headphones can become stifling after many hours of using them. That's where the JBL 104 come in really handy. They have a minimalistic design and the speakers are simple with an ABS plastic enclosure with a non-removable metal front grille. Don't be tricked by the size. Yes, reference monitors are usually huge, but JBL built some really impressive speakers with the 104s. The speakers are set up with one as a master unit with the amplifier inside, which you connect to the other one with a red-black wire. The master speaker hosts all the electronics like the RCA output that comes with a 3.5mm adapter for your computer, a power button and a 6.5mm professional high-level balanced input. Inside of each speaker there's a single 4.5-inch concentric driver. That's a mid-range woofer with a 0.75-inch tweeter mounted in the center, and each one is powered by 30 watts of Class D amplification. On the front of the speaker there's also an aux in and a headphone out, and as well as the gain adjust. Now the frequency response is pretty well balanced for the money. There's a slight boost to the treble frequencies at around 5 kHz and 10 kHz, but the overall balance is really neutral. And there's enough bass too, so for most types of music, and the voices sound really natural and clear, and the slight kick in the upper treble often help to dig out details from recordings that you couldn't hear on normal PC speakers. It's really great to listen to voiceovers from the AKG Lyra with it, as you really hear details that get sucked by the laptop speakers. So if you're looking for a small pair of extremely good sounding speakers for a sensible amount of money, then the JBL 1 Series 104 are a really solid choice. Alrighty guys, so now here at the end of this video, and now a little bit of personal feedback and maybe you can learn something from it. So when I wanted to take my audio to the next level, I watched some MKBHD videos and I was buying the Sennheiser MKH416. It's like around about 1000 euros for a shotgun microphone that he also uses for voiceovers. Then you need a mixer, or I'm using a Zoom recorder sometimes, and you end up at roughly 1500 euros just for the microphone part. To be honest, it sounds good. It sounds a bit better than the AKG Lyra, but just a bit better because, yeah, well, it's a very expensive microphone, but it's so complicated to use. You have to connect the mixer, you have to set everything up, and you need to keep the distance and everything, and it's really super complicated. You plug in the Type-C cable, you connect it to your computer, you start the software, and you can record. It sounds actually really, really good for the price, so I can definitely recommend it. It's also kind of small and portable. I'm actually flying a lot now. During Corona I don't, but when I travel I can actually put this into my luggage, and this is really, really a big benefit. Also the headphones are really nice, so if I'm at home I like to use the monitor speakers because I don't like to use headphones all of the time, but when I travel I can't. But then I take the AKG headphones because they sound really good. They are tight, they are super clear, so you can listen to the audio quality and you know what you're listening is the best you can get. And then when a user sees the video it probably sounds worse because they don't have those headphones, or they watch it on the smartphone, but then you know at least, well, you did your best to make the audio sound as good as possible. I was watching some documentary and the speaker, it had such a deep and saturated voice, and I never heard that before on the speakers of my notebook. So it's really amazing also for the voiceover. You can actually add all the effects to your voice and then really hear how it sounds. If you don't have the speakers, then you maybe can add all the effects, but you don't really hear how it sounds on good speakers. And this is a real benefit. So guys, if you want to invest money, don't watch the pro YouTubers that say that gear, what is super expensive is the best. It's maybe the best, but it's really complicated to use and it really will burn your wallet. So the AKG Lyra, you can get it for a good price. If you don't want to get the monitor speakers, you can get the headphones, which also sound really good. And I would say this is really a perfect set if you want to be a video creator. So I'm also using it for most of my TikTok videos. If you don't follow me on TikTok yet, make sure to check out the link down below. Unfortunately, it's in German, but well, TikTok is very region-based. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, write them down below into the comments and I'll try to reply as soon as possible. As always guys, big thanks for watching. I'm Steven from Tech Magnet and I'm signing out. Bye.